Hey everyone, it's Mrs. Fitz with at-home art projects. So these are projects pretty much anybody can do, and at home, since a lot of us are at home right now, and I'm homeschooling the boys this year. So what I do love is I love children's books, and I love to use them to incorporate with art projects. So one book I found is called Frankie Big Head Becomes an Artist. And we're going to work with the element of art called line, and Frankie Big Head uses a lot of line in his book. So I'm going to read you the book first, and then we're going to move on to the fun part of the project because we're going to have dancing lines. So first of all, Frankie Big Head becomes an artist. Excuse me. Don't mind some of the drawings my kids put in here. They did a little coloring also. In the land of trees and flowers, among the birds and butterflies, lived a kid called Frankie Big Head. Some people said his head was as big as a soccer ball, and it was. His head was so big he had to sleep on a giant pillow. He wore an extra large hat to cover his extra large head. But Frankie Big Head didn't mind having a large noggin. He was a curious child, filling his head with all things seen and heard. Frankie Big Head loved nature and used his eyes to study trees. He followed his nose to gardens of colorful flowers, sniffing the wonderful scents. He used his ears to listen to the whooshing sound of the wind. His hands felt the soft fur of his cat. Frankie Big Head liked to eat, especially red, ripe, juicy strawberries. Using his 5 senses, seeing, hearing, smelling, touching, and tasting was a big part of Frankie's world. One day, Frankie Big Head discovered that the world was full of lines. Straight, wavy, jagged, fuzzy, squiggly. All kinds of lines. He followed the lines to see where they would lead him. Lines now revealed faces in the clouds. The shiny feathers of birds caught his eyes. Frankie Big Head searched for rainbow lines among the raindrops. He traced the jagged lines of his shadow on the ground and watched the warm glow of the sunset give way to the gray mysteries of the moon. Inspired by nature and the beauty of lines, Frankie Big Head thought about becoming an artist. He listened, searched, and saw, and now it was time to draw. He started slow at first, drawing pictures of trees and flowers, and then it seemed as if the pencil became part of his hand, and his pencil hands became part of his imagination. Soon, Frankie Big Head became known as Frankie Pencil Hands. He drew on brown paper bags. Frankie Pencil Hands made pictures on sidewalks. He even drew murals on big walls. Draw, Frankie, draw! The boy called Frankie Big Head, who became Frankie Pencil Hands, now has the best name of all, Frankie the Artist. Hey everyone, so today with our line, our book about Frankie Big Head and his looking for lines, today we're going to do some line dancing. Not necessarily line dancing, but we're going to let our hands be the dancers and the lines are the markers on our page. So what we're going to do is everybody's going to get a very large piece of paper. I try to go as big as I could find. I usually tape down the corners. And we're going to have a little fun here. This is also going to stimulate that right side of the brain. Next to each of my boys there is a blindfold. I would like them first to pick about 5 or 6 different color markers and keep them by the side of their paper. different colors. And they're gonna pick them out, keep them by the side of their paper. And I've got a playlist that I've chosen with some various different types of music. And we're going to be listening to some music with our blindfolds on. So go ahead and put your blindfold on. Do you need help putting your blindfold on?
It's fine.
That's fine. You can always grab another one if we need more. They're going to put their blindfolds on so they cannot see anything. They cannot see their paper. Bear is going to trace around his paper with his hands so you can kind of see where the edges are, because I don't want you going off the edges.
I don't know how to tie my blindfold.
Okay, I'm coming to help.
But I'm trying.
So we're going to find the edges of our paper so we try not to go off, although my markers are washable. So they're washable. Can you see? Try not to see. Close your eyes.
No, I can't.
So what we're going to do is your hand is going to dance to the rhythm of the music that we put on. So I'm going to put different kinds of music. Let's just start. They'll pick one of their marker colors. They won't know what color it is. And we're going to start with the song, and they're just going to keep their marker open. Get your marker open. And we're going to start with
I don't know which side is the cap.
That end. So their hand is going to dance to the music on their paper. Anywhere and everywhere. Obviously they can't see what they're doing, but their hand can feel the music. They can hear the music and let it go through that right side of their brain and let it just stimulate the brain and let it go all over. Keep going with the same color. We're going to switch colors for each different music, okay? So I usually give them a little bit of time with each type of music. I try to pick some songs, some are fast songs, some are slow songs, and we pick all different types of music. So then what we're going to do now is they're going to switch to a different color marker. We're going to switch to a different color marker. Find another color marker, open the cap, and we're going to try a different music. Now this music is a little slower, so their lines might be a little different. You can take off your blindfolds.
Whoa.
Well, isn't it pretty cool?
Wow. That looks really cool.
That's like the right side of your brain just came out. All the creativity.
Whoa. I want this in my room. I had no idea what colors I picked.
You don't know what colors you picked either, and it just came out. Look at all those different music types. They're just all in one.
Wait.
So we're a little abstract. We did kind of a scribble art, but hey.
I did gray.
Abstract, it looks pretty great.
I did gray.
What did you think of this, Bear?
Wow. This is nice. Wow. It looks pretty cool.
It looks pretty cool.
Wait, the last color I did was
driving
gray.
me crazy. You have no idea. I felt like I was dizzy, but it wasn't. It was just driving me crazy.
The last color I did was
What'd you think of this, Scout?
It was actually pretty cool.
Whoa.
So anybody can really do this with pretty much any ages. I would say
Can I see the video?
if they're younger kids, like we have a 3-year-old, I wasn't going to make him wear a blindfold, but, you know, as they get older, it's good to wear a blindfold because you cut off that,
that left brain.
You cut off that left brain that really wants to be analytical and really make things specific. That's why you can tell if there is some cheating going on, because they're very specific using that left brain again. You want to cut off that left brain, blindfold them, get them just to use their right brain and listen to the music and let the lines dance. And it's lots of fun and a fun activity that you can do at home with your kids, and all you need is markers and paper and some music. So thanks for watching At Home Art Projects with Mrs. Fitz, and hope you'll come back and check out some other of our projects again.